Here at our corporation, it is our solemn duty to design the fastest, safest, best handling, best traction, best acceleration, best braking vehicles than the rest of our competitors. Our team of professionals can guarantee that they're working their hardest to make our cars safe and suitable for the family. We've received complaints in the past that have told us that our car company is not the best. My husband's car blew up! Was it one of our cars? Yes, it was! Did you ever stop to think that he blew it up himself? But we didn't always start out as a car company, you know. We built the RMS Valiant, and you know how that story went down. Ha ha ha! Get it? Went down? The ship sank. Please, gotta help me, please! Water's right there, please! Go back, go back, go back, go back! Oh my god, no! Wait! However, after that tragic event, our company used something called the engineering design process. And what that is it is a process in which you need to make something better. This process typically includes 8 steps.
Thanks to the engineering design process, you no longer have to worry about your car shutting down in the middle of the street, loss of control, or whatever else may happen on the streets.
The first thing we needed to do was identify the problem. So what we did was we took our car to a crash test and our team of amazing scientists got a hold of one of our cars and they removed all of the parts of the car that were causing the issues. And we were left with this. I worked my heart out to make that car. My life's work. 30 years of my life and I'm only 36. So you designed the car when you were 6? Yes. I think I know why the car isn't working. In order to figure out what the problem was, one of our scientists decided to bring our engine home with them. Sadly, he will be missed. After 30 years and almost abandoning the company, we finally decided to check the car out for ourselves. We test drove it for a little while and took 4 pictures, 1 per hour. This was during the first hour, before we had even driven it. This is a picture of our car during the second hour, 1 hour of drive time. This is what the car looked like during the third hour, 2 hours of drive time. And this is what the car looked like during the fourth hour, 3 hours of drive time. The next option was to explore possibilities. Frick! Alright, man, I'm here. What is our approach to the situation? Well, our approach is we are going to build a car. Oh, okay. It may not look like much, but you have to remember it's a prototype. Let's test it out.
If you leave me now, you'll take away the biggest part of me. Ooh, no.
Sweetie, I'm home. Is everything alright? Oh my god! Once our product was complete, we called it the Mark II. Our Mark II is noticeably much safer than our Mark I. In fact, the only things that seemed to damage the car were bombs, water, flipping upside down, and high winds. We ran all the same tests as the first Mark. There was no damage, but it was so light it turned into a feather and flew off the highway. We tested the auto parallel park feature while driving, and we resulted in this. As it turns out, the car had so little weight that the traction was horrible, so we needed to fix this immediately. There was no way for us to make it so that the car was heavier without making the car stop entirely. The car's functionality was not the same, so we had to figure out something. And that is where the 8th step comes in. Refine and redesign. We eventually figured out that the way to prevent the car from sliding was to put more friction in the tires. Eventually, we figured a way to make the tires so that they weren't as bad. But the braking was still horrible. We talked to one of our managers and so we decided to make it a van instead of a convertible. After multiple changes to our car, we figured out that the brakes were working just fine. Tires had more friction and the car no longer skid down anything. Also, since our car was heavier, it was less likely to take off once it hit a ramp. while the first model of our car would seem to take off instantly. Now that you know a little bit about our reputation, just remember that we aren't horrible people. We make horrible cars, and we've killed a bunch of people, but that doesn't mean that we are horrible people. And for more information on buying our cars, please dial... What the heck? Ah! Somebody help me, please! I don't want to die, please! Get in the chair! Please! Please get in the chair! Well, thank you. Okay, this... You're so close, please. Right now... Yes! I think he's either depressed or asleep. Okay, everything's upside down! Face poser. Let's do... Happy. Happy. Blowing. So, don't you love it when you're playing Gary's mod and then all of a sudden everything turns purple and you can't fix it? I'm just saying this now because I want you to know the struggle I'm going through to make a video for you guys. If there's no other alternative, I'll be like, "Well, hello there! Welcome to my company!" Something like that. It's just too cringy. There's a difference between cringy and too cringy. My husband keeps getting into car accidents. Hold on, wait. My husband's car... No, that's too high-pitched. My husband's car blew up. Was it one of our cars? Yes, it was. Wait a minute. No, what did I do? Our Mark II is notably... We ran all the same tests that we did with our first Mark. Oh, God, this is so laggy. And resulted in that. Frick! And resulted in only one difference. It was so light that it literally turned into a feather and hit that lamppost. Our car takes off. Acne! Mama, Papa, Briccolini are tired of just linguine. Don't you know I specialize in something called the pizza pie? Mama, Papa, Briccolini always ask why you're so skinny. Why don't you try the pepperoni? It'll make you roly-poly. It's into a block. I missed. Holy